In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the Smoldering Ember Wrym from the Return to Karazhan dungeon. This is this dragon mount over here, and it actually looks really cool. It just requires you to speedrun this dungeon in a very specific way, and because it's a speedrun, you're going to have a character that runs really fast. Now, the dungeon is located in the Eastern Kingdoms in the Deadwind Pass over here, pretty much where Karazhan is. The quickest way to get here is by using your Legion Dalaran Hearthstone. Then from here, you're quite simply going to go into the middle of the Chamber of the Guardian. So like this, you should see there is a portal right here. Then you're going to go all the way down the stairs to the very bottom down there. And you'll see here at the right-hand side, immediately, there is a portal to Karazhan. This will bring you to the original raid, but we're not doing the raid, we're doing the dungeon, which is going to be up to the right-hand side over here on this bridge. This is located over here on the map. Now you're going to have your dungeon difficulty set to Mythic because it's a Mythic dungeon. You can only do this once per week per character. And before you go inside here, you're going to want to completely watch this video because this is a timed run and you're going to need every single second to know exactly where you need to go. You're not going to have time to watch this video while doing it. All right, so I'm going to take you through this run over here. As you can see, as soon as you enter, we're going to go to the right-hand side. I'm also going to have the map open up on the bottom left of the screen so you can see which area I'm going to. You'll also notice that you have 8 minutes to really do a lot of this stuff, at least to find the 5 crystals. There are 5 crystals hidden along here. We first have to make our way to the first boss at the theater, which is going to be along this pathway. So try to do this as quickly as you can. If you have anything that boosts your movement speed, it's really good to have that on your character as a talent or something, just so that you can progress a lot quicker. So you're going to make your way here. You're going to start the fight. And you'll also, from this point, notice that the first crystal is actually in the audience. It's right over there. The soul fragment that we need to interact with, we need to grab that. We're going to get that right after we defeat this fight. So go ahead and defeat these enemies over here. This is the boss fight. This is one of the more annoying ones here because I had to wait for its immunity to end and then be able to hit it. And then you're going to go through the door that opens up on this side to continue along. So you're just going to go ahead and follow along with me here. We're going to go around to the other side, down the stairs, across back to the other side. It's a little bit tedious. And this will bring you up a staircase that will take you right into the central hall where all the guests are watching the show. Interact with the crystal until it gives you a buff. You'll see this is going to be a buff that stacks up to 5 at the top of your screen as you collect all 5. This is what it's called, Medivh's Echo. It gives you 10 minutes until it runs out. So you're going to want to try to be as efficient as possible. From this point, you're going to exit the hall like this. You're going to take your first left over here, and then you're going to take the final left, the room right at the back left over here. You'll see it's this one over here just before the boss, and you'll see at the back left next to the bed, the crystal is over here by these 2 NPCs. You can interact with the crystal provided you're not in combat, so make sure you kill all the enemies while you're doing this. And then you're going to loot the crystal, and we're going to go back to that main little area, and we're actually going to jump over the railing to Morose, the next boss. So go back the way that we came in, like this. So from here, you'll see the railing. You can go ahead and jump down into this banquet hall. Kill Morose. He will drop a key that you have to pick up. So the key on the floor over there, there's a set of keys. Pick those up. You need them. If you don't pick them up, you've already ruined the run. And you'll also see behind the table with the food, there is the 3rd crystal that will give you your 3rd stack to the buff. So make sure you go ahead and collect that. Make sure it says 3 stacks at the top of your character. And then you're going to proceed through this section over here, down the stairs, down this grand ballroom stairs. And there is a boss that drops another mount to the right, but we're going to the left because we're on a timer. You can always come back later and do midnight for the midnight mount. In this area, we're going to the top right area, as you can track on the map. So right to the top right, you'll see that there is a crystal just in front of a portal. You want to make sure you collect the crystal before clicking the portal. So make sure you're not in combat. Collect the crystal, make sure you have 4 stacks of the buff, Medivh's Echo, then hit the portal, and this will take you back to the beginning here. Immediately go to the left, and you'll see that there is a ramp over here. We're actually going to go above this ramp and just follow it up. This is going to go to a door that's open, and you're just going to proceed going to the very top. So take all the stairs, go up here. This is the longest part of the run that's going to make you feel like you're running out of time. And when we come back down this way, which we're going to have to, I recommend just jumping down. So keep following up here. Once you're up here, you're going to go ahead and defeat this boss, but you're not going to proceed past him. So you're going to just kill this boss. This boss drops the 5th and final crystal himself. So kill him, You'll probably have to loot him because the crystal's like in his body, and then interact with the crystal so that you can collect the 5th one. This is going to turn it into a new buff that lasts for 5 minutes. This means you need to find Medivh's Echo right now before this buff ends, right? This is the buff for Medivh's Presence. We're going to head back the way that we came into this room. So head back down here. And then, like I said earlier, you're just going to jump down to save some time. It's not going to take a huge amount of full damage. And when you jump down over here, you're going to proceed through the way like this. So back into the section where that ramp was located, you'll see under the ramp, there is a doorway that's open. You're going to go through this doorway and you'll run along here until you see Medivh halfway around this like semicircle. You'll see he's in the middle here. You're going to then speak to him before the 5 minutes ends. You know, do his dialogue. You're going to get an achievement for doing this if you haven't done it on this character before. And then a dragon will appear. They'll have some dialogue. This might take like a minute or two. And then the dragon's going to land and it's going to turn into the boss, secret boss, Nightbane. This is the one that obviously looks like the mount. And when you defeat it, you have a rare chance of getting the mount of that look. So good luck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.